co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada. To co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada. To co ty lubisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada. To co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada. Emblemat gro, oczyszczam teren, zbieram siłę w sobie. Cała siła broni, jaka ukryta na grochowie. O zdrowie swoje dbasz, zapominasz spojrzeć w twarz. Udajesz, że nie sprostasz, że nie twoja postać, że nie twój metraż, nie twoja sekwoja. Czubek nosa, pełen brzuch to twoja ostoja. Bóg z blachy czasem, niezłym wypasem. Brawo, pokazałeś klasę. Bo to co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada. To co ty lubisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada, nie. Zara. Technika, styl, trotyl dla mas. Wybierasz teraz ty. Okazało się, że siwy z orlim nosem tu włada. Rada teksta dam nadal rakiem włada. Uśmiechnij się, jutro będzie leper brygada. Da kamrat, nie ogarniesz tego sąsiada. Uwaga, zagłada, nadchodzi plaga. Grobru, styl, plaga, raga, fortu, wuzaga, naga, stal. Prawa strona gada, woda, gra, tu włada. Bada, wrzyt mi rolkę, bo już nie wyrabiana. To co ty lubisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada mi, nie odpowiada. To co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada. To co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada mi, nie odpowiada. To co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada mi, nie. To co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada. To co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada, nie odpowiada mi, nie. To co ty robisz mi nie odpowiada.
Organize and stop the state!
1, 2, 3, 4!
We don't want your fucking war!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Organize and stop the state!
1, 2, 3, 4!
We don't want your fucking war!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Organize and stop the state!
1, 2, 3, 4!
We don't want your fucking war!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Organize
and stop the state!
1, 2, 3, 4!
We don't want your fucking war!
Okay, we're outside the Department of Transport, and the reason why we're outside the Department of Transport is because they allowed, somebody wrote to them a while ago and said, can we land our US military planes in Shannon? And the Department of Transport went and said, yeah, why, no bother, so we do a lot of trade with the old US, so therefore whatever you want, you can do it. And since then, since that decision was made, a couple of things happened along the way, like the pit stops and ploughshares people in February 2003 drew the attention of the people to the fact that there was US military planes there. Before that, we didn't want anybody to know. It was a big secret. That and the protest movements and the peace camp in Shannon and the anti-war movement all drew attention to the fact that Shannon is being used. Not only is Shannon being used, but also Baldonnel, which is a lot closer down the road, is also being used. And I wish we could go to Baldonnel, but then we'd probably have to march there. And that would be more like a pilgrimage, so let's not do that. I wanted to give you some facts about what's happening with regard to the amount of planes that are going overhead. Not only do we let planes go overhead from US foreign powers, the US killing machine, but we actually pay for them. We pay the Irish Aviation Authority 10 million for them. At the moment, the latest figures are that 38,000 people have been killed. That's 38,000 civilians have been killed there. There's over 700 prisoners in Guantanamo Bay. When we asked Condoleezza Rice if there was anything untoward happening, she swore to us that there was nothing untoward happening. She said there was no prisoners being flown over there. The facts would seem to contradict this fact. For instance, there's 6 separate planes that are chartered by the CIA, and they have landed up to 50 times in Shannon in the last 5 years. So once again, we're not dealing with facts here. We're just taking the Americans at their word. And the people who take the Americans at their word end up dying if you're in Iraq, because somehow the poor, unfortunate people of Iraq happen to be born and live in a country that somehow managed to be over US oil. Nobody can figure that out yet, but it's still happening. The only other thing I want to say is that if you actually talk to the US Central Command, somebody like General Tommy Franks, he says they don't do body counts. And the reason why they don't do body counts is because they don't want to know the facts about this war. And the reason why we have a black shamrock is because we are sickened to our hearts of our complicitness in this war, of the fact that we let the US military do whatever they want. And if Tony Blair is a poodle, then Bertie Ahern must be some sort of form of chihuahua. He's even more insignificant, but he still licks the balls of his master. Okay, that's the end of that.